Hey guys, welcome to another recap of the Bachelorette. So we were in Phuket and we are going to Thailand, and all Ashley can think about is Bentley, Bentley, Bentley. She's in such a dark place without her Bentley, because after all, she pictured him at the end. I'm so sick. Alright, so Ben F gets the first date. It's a one-on-one date, and it's let's fall in love in Chiang Mai. Alright, so some of the young bucks in the clubhouse are getting a little bit jealous because they want one-on-one time with Ashley. I guess they want camera time, I don't know. Alright, so they go to the marketplace, and she says he's becoming more and more attractive to her. She is so shallow. There's no redemption for her. I'm sorry. They go to a temple. It's so sacred. They can't kiss. So they decide that they're gonna have a mental kiss, and all I could talk about is this stupid mental kiss. Can you talk about anything else? Do you have anything else going on between the two of you? It was so awkward. It was just ridiculous. All right. After that bit of awkwardness is over, it's dinner time, and there's this big display of flowers and candles where they go. Very romantic. She likes him. You know why? My theory is because he's got a supply of alcohol for her. Glug glug. Okay, so he goes yakking on endlessly about how he was, I guess, afraid to commit, and he's becoming less selfish, and she wants to know what his agenda is. And I'm thinking, who has an agenda when they date unless they are shallow? All right, she loved his answer. At least she said she did. So she gave him the rose. Honestly, she looked like she was about to fall asleep. So he gets the rose, like I said. The dancers show up, and after all this make-out talk, you think they would have been practically doing it, but they hardly made out at all. Group date time. Gotta get the bad taste of Ben's date out of my mouth. Love is worth fighting for. Oh man, it's not gonna happen here. It's Thai boxing. Yeah. Your worst fears have come true. It's Bachelor versus Bachelor. Poor Ames, too. He was just not born that way. He was born with a big brain, not big fists. So when they're like training, he's like not doing well. It's obvious that this is gonna end badly. He wipes out. She's starting to feel bad. He ends up with the pink stuff, which kind of worked for him. I'm not complaining, but it's fight time. It's Fight Club. Who the hell's idea was this? This was the most stupidest date I have ever seen on any of these shows, including like Intercourse Island, which is not really a show. It's that other one where they like swap. It was. I don't want to talk about it. All right, so first fight, Blake versus Lewis. Blake wins that one. Something creepy about that guy, just saying. Mickey versus JP. I totally thought Mickey was going to whip JP's butt, but JP came out on top. And now Ames versus Ryan. You know this is ending badly. Ryan beat the spit out of Ames. He was beaten badly. He ended up all glassy-eyed. He actually had to leave in an ambulance. Nick versus Constantine. Constantine pulls it out and wins out over Nick, which I'm really surprised because I'm pretty sure Nick is an athlete. Alright, it's time for dinner. The group date dinner. And she is basically wearing a shirt. Where is your skirt, Ashley? On anybody else, that probably would have been okay, but I'm sorry. Her bow legs just want to make me throw up. It's like she's walking around like there's a horse between her legs. I can't deal with it. I'm sorry. It's so bad. What? Have they been like purposefully picking the worst bachelorettes the last few seasons or what? She feels bad. Ames isn't there. She's, feeling guilty. He shows up late. He's pretty messed up. It's obvious. He's got a concussion. But now she feels better. So she basically like throws him on the sofa after she finds out, oh, you're semi-okay. All right, let me go talk to the other guys now. I'm sorry. That should have been an immediate date rose. He should have gone back. if he bothered showing up for the date, he should have got the rose. Otherwise, he could have gone back and like rested or something. All right, it's time for a golf lesson with Lucas. All right, let's get this out of the way right now. Grab my club, grind my butt, stick it out, throw up. All right, that was so bad. Lucas preemptively brings up Bentley because you know she's going to. And yeah, she still feels bad about the whole Bentley thing because she felt something was there, but she just doesn't ... know. All right, Blake gets the rose. I'm really surprised. Blake to me is like super creepy. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's his pedo smile. I have no idea. But something about him, I'm getting the creepiest vibe ever. Maybe he's like the kind of dentist where you would be put out to have your teeth extracted and you'd wake up and he'd be standing over you naked with nothing but his socks on. Just saying. All right, so it's time for the 2-on-1 date, and it's Ben C versus William. Lead me to love. So they go on this little raft ride to a picnic, and immediately William takes her aside while like Ben C is asleep, it seems, and throws him under the bus and is saying that he cannot wait to be done with her so he can go online dating, and which seems extremely fishy to me and I don't think was actually true. She like immediately freaks out and says, that's it, the date's over. Ben, you're out of here. William, I'll see you at dinner. He even explained to her that he was just kidding around with the guys, which I can totally see. All right, so it's elephant ride time for William, and then it's dinner. And he doesn't get the rose because I don't think he's there for her. She said she's not feeling it, and then he, in his little aside interview at the end, is like, I don't want to go home. I got nothing to go to. My life is shit. I think he just didn't want to go home. I don't think he wanted to be with her, but can you blame him? All right. At the end of the date, she goes back, picks up the rose, and tries to throw it in the fire, but totally misses the fire. Then they have this other shot that looked like they doused it in something, and it's kind of going up, but not really. Just another boner move on The Bachelorette. All right, so it's time for the cocktail party. She is thinking about Bentley. Really? When is she not? And she tells Chris, and it's pretty obvious that Chris Harrison is disgusted with her. He's just totally disgusted. I just want Chris Harrison to say, look, I've got some tape to show you. And, you know, Bentley calling her ugly and everything. The sad part about it is a normal person would be like, oh, that guy's an ass. She'd be like, oh, that's okay. I'm not really that hot. I feel bad for this whole cast, except for Ashley. She's just stupid. All right, rose ceremony time. It's obvious that she just wants to be with Bentley, so all the guys are just standing around like, whatever. We know that only one of us has to go home. So Constantine gets the first rose. The final rose, it's down between Ryan and Nick. And I'm kind of surprised that she kept Ryan and got rid of Nick, because she's really shallow. And to me, it's pretty obvious that Nick was hotter than Ryan, because Ryan's a little crazy. He's coming off a little crazy. He's coming off a little Jake Pavelka. All right, so next stop on this train wreck is Hong Kong. And Bentley actually returns. I thought he was going to be back this week, but I guess they stretched it out into a 2-episode tease last time. So hopefully he'll be coming back next week. He doesn't stay. And basically she does nothing but piss off the guys by actually giving him the time of day. It's so funny though. Best part of the episode was when Chris Harrison... Well, the best part of the episode will be when Chris Harrison tells her that he's there and she runs down on those ridiculous bow legs. All right, can't wait. Till next week, much love.